Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, DBFZ fans, 16 chads of all ages, we are so back. Let's get right into the video, guys. I got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it, bros. Everyone was saying it was so over. Everyone was saying this game was dead. Everyone was hopping on everything else. But I knew it. I knew it, dude. I knew it. I believed. Every day I hoped and prayed. I said, Hiroki, please don't let us stay like this. Please. And she didn't. And we are so back, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what's been going on, let me break it down real quick. Two things to make two little things, two minor, two little things here, nothing too crazy. We got a world tour, a DBFZ world tour for 2024. So by the way, for all y'all dogging on DBFZ saying, oh, it's not a main game in Evo, you can take your Born A Evo games, like MK1, who plays it? There's two people who play that game right now, bro. Get that trash out of here. Nobody cares. We so back for just that alone. Just for the world tour, we're so back for that alone, right? Because now you got rollback, the offline events, right? So that's already amazing. But then one more thing, one more little minor, one little minor thing that also came up. We're getting a bounce patch. We're getting another bounce patch. So for all y'all saying that the game was over, we're stuck with perfect attack forever, with Ginyu bugs, with all that. No, we're so back. We're so back. If you don't believe me, go on Twitter right now. Look at the reaction of the DBFZ community, bro. Go on any Discord. Look at how them fellas popped off at the mere announcement. At the announcement of a balance patch. Hiroki just pulls out the Dragon Balls. She whips out her Dragon Balls, and the game comes right back to life, right? So that's what's going on. In case my ramblings didn't make any sense, I apologize. World Tour, and we're getting a bounce patch. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in right now, and we're gonna read the interview. But before you guys click off the video after that, I got one special announcement at the end of the video, guys. So if you stick around for that, I think you'll be very... my 16 chat, for my 16 chads only. If you're not a 16 chad, if you're just scrolling on by, just looking at DBFZ moves, get the hell out of here. Nah, I'm just playing. But if you want to become a 16 chad, go ahead and watch that announcement, and then look at the rest of my channel so you can prepare yourself for it. All right, guys, let's hop in. Let's read this interview real quick. I have the interview on the screen. I'm gonna put it on, but let's go through this and see exactly what they've been saying. Okay, so here's the interview with Hiroki-san. What made you hold another world tour this year? The decision to hold another Dragon Ball FighterZ world tour this year was influenced by several factors. First, the recent releases of the game on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, even though that release was kind of garbage, but whatever. Second, the energy and passion displayed by players during last year's Battle Hour event demonstrated the game's vibrant community. That was us. That was you and me and everybody else. We don't want this game to die. They might want this game to die so they can keep on working on Xenoverse 2 and Sparking Zero, but we don't want it to die. So thank you, Hiroki, for doing this for us. Third, the robust online player base continues to thrive. Yeah, that's crazy. Rollback usually does that. Making the World Tour a platform for dedicated fighters to prove their skills. So this tournament is going to be offline and online. Thankfully, with Rollback now, online will be a lot better. And on top of that, the next patch should also be working on rollback fixes. So if all the bugs are gone, the online is going to work perfect, and we're going to be good to go. Finally, we want this world tour to be the pinnacle, the peak. This is peak of all world tours for DBFZ, uniting top players and celebrating the game's competitive scene. This is so amazing because a long times before, without rollback, it was impossible for the online to be able to match the offline experience. And some players just weren't able to meet offline until like the final, like the end of the world tour when all the players gather. Now, finally, if you're close enough region, you can play online. Also, offline is obviously better, right? But now the online is a lot better. So now there's gonna be a lot of both of that. Okay, was the rollback netcode implementation another reason for having this tour? Of course, yes. Basically what I just said. This is also an important reason as it was an awaited feature. I waited for effing 6 years, Hiroki, but thank you. To take advantage of the feature, we are happy to have online leaderboards this year in this year's World Tour. See, now that the online is good, at least playable, you can have online events that adds to the World Tour in case you can't actually go to the place in person. So that's perfect. Can you tell us more about this hybrid online? I'm gonna skip this part. It's basically what I've been saying. It's just they have both because online's gonna. What can we expect from now on? I believe the team and I achieved what we wanted for this game. It worries me, but okay. Self-perfect attack, they wanted that, I guess. Alright, everything's good in the world. With the PS5 Xbox Series X version release and the rollback update with the help from the studio behind the PS5 Xbox Series XS version. Apparently there was a different, yeah, okay, a lot of people believe that as well, since it seemed to be worse in the beta and more bugs sprang up. People were saying that the team who worked on the PS5, like the next gen version, wasn't the ones who worked on the PC beta, and yeah, I totally believe that too. It was very sussy. I have one more good news for our players, and here's the big, okay guys, here it is, here's the big. Arc System Works and I are working on a new balance patch to come this summer after EVO to spice up the competition a bit more. We got one more in me. We got one more chance, bros. Oh, I'm so, okay, I don't like to get my hopes up with this game because a lot of the times they go and release a frame 4 reversible EX move that is also frame 1 anti-air that leads into mix. And then they just leave the game like that and then say nothing. And then they drop a buggy rollback mess. But this has me excited. This has me excited. Arc System Works is working on it. A lot of the patches, a lot of the things they did, I tend to agree with more. Lately, it's been a lot worse, but when they were in charge of the game, I feel like it was getting to that perfect balance, right? They're seeing this as the pinnacle of DBFZ. I hope it's not them quadrupling down on what players are just upset about. I hope they nerf the complete bull spit that we're dealing with right now, and they buff up some other characters that are, in my opinion, just really trash. But whatever, we won't know until it comes, but this has me very excited. They could have just left the game as it is, and then to the World Tour. The fact that they're doing one more balance patch because they see that players are a little bit upset with the state of the game. One last word. Allow me to thank one more time all the players, the community, the tournament organizers, everyone who helped in putting together the World Tour since 2018, including the wonderful cast of Damascus and Tyrant. These fellas, yeah, shout out to these fellas. They really just held it down like their entire DBFZ career. I wish everyone a great competition this year again. Okay, guys, so that was basically the interview with Hiroki-san. So the fact that they decided to do one more balance patch for us it's gigantic. I'm kind of sad that they're seeing this as the pinnacle, as the end. I would really rather see DBFZ get the love that Xenoverse is getting. So that's my thoughts. I really can't give you any more details because we have no balance. We're not going to know what they do until it comes out. For all we know, this is going to be the worst balance patch of all time, like Season 3 Guilty Gear. We have no idea, right? Hopium, that's not what happens, but it's got me excited either way. Alright, so that section of the video is over. I got one more special announcement for you guys, as I said at the beginning of the video. Alright, I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the announcement. See you later. Bye-bye.
King of 16, 3.